How many managers do I have in the room? How many leaders that you actually lead people? Okay. Well, there's 3 styles of leadership. And the first style of leadership is called autocratic leadership. An autocratic leader believes in discipline. They believe in corrective action. Meeting the deadline is highly important to an autocratic leader. They have a my way or a highway approach to leading people. They don't believe in getting feedback from their employees. Their feedback is the only feedback that matters. When it comes to rules and regulations, policies and procedures, they expect everyone to follow them exactly the way the rule book has them spelled out. Autocratic leadership is a wonderful way to lead. There's a time, there's a place, and there's a situation to demonstrate it. For example, if you have a new hire, generally they're green to the organization. They don't know much about anything. I'm going to tell them what to do, when to do it, where to do it, how to do it, and when to get it back to me until they're confident and competent to do the job. Or you have a boss who injects themselves into your life at the last minute. They give you a task to give to the team. They knew about it 3 weeks ago. They give it to you 2 days before it's due. You don't have time to get feedback from your employees. You need very specific directions. Here's what I want you to do. Here's how I want you to do it. Here's what I need it back. You're going to demonstrate autocratic leadership. It's a wonderful way to lead. But let me just say this to you. You can't lead that way all the time. Because if you lead that way all the time, you're going to have some frustrated and angry folks working for you. That's a fact. I travel 3 countries, and I work with executive leaders to work with their management teams all the time. But before I do that, I'll always have a discovery call. I start to ask them questions about their management team. That way I can formulate the right plan for them. When I start asking them questions, they just start talking bad about their people. Well, Shawn, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. That's why we called you in here. You need to come in and fix that situation. I say, stop it. You're tainting my view. I don't want to know that kind of information about your people just yet. But here's what I would like to do. I would like to come into your organization over the next 5 days in the morning. Let me spend some time with your people for myself. And then let me just watch their behavior towards the end of the day. You guys know quitting time is at 5 o'clock. What they do around 4:30 tells you a whole lot about leadership. So when I come in, I start talking to folks. If they don't have anything good to say about the people that they come to work for, in the first 5 minutes of my conversation, generally, I know there's a problem with leadership. Then I wait towards the end of the day. Remember, quitting time is at 5. Let me tell you what you start to see around 4:30. People start walking away from their desks and their cubicles, and they start having some small talk. Hey, how's everything going today? And how's the family doing? Is there anything I can help you with before I leave? You going to the game tonight? What are they doing? They pass in the time. And then right around 4:45, people start going to the bathroom. Of course. They want to pee on company time. And then right around 5 minutes to 5, the ladies, and I'm not talking about the ladies in this room, I'm talking about the other ladies. They go back to their cubicles in the office and they change from the dress shoes to the gym shoes because they want to fast escape out the door. And managers, you guys know how this works. It's right at 5 o'clock, you need some last minute information, you peek out your door and guess what? Everybody already gone. You run to the windows and you notice all the cars are gone too. Because in autocratic leadership style companies, people have figured something out. They don't park their cars like regular folk. They back their cars in. That way, when they get into their car, they can just zoom right out the parking lot. Here's my point. If 5 o'clock p.m. is the highlight of your people's day, there's a problem with leadership. In other words, if they come to work at 9 and all they're looking forward to is 5, you're going to get the least amount of their time, energy, and effort. Autocratic leadership is a wonderful way to lead. But if it's the only way that you lead, you'll have some frustrated and angry folks working for you. That leads me to leadership style number 2. It's called democratic leadership. A democratic leader believes in the team environment. They believe that they should have a relationship with each one of their team members. They believe that their team members should have a relationship with one another. They give their team members a voice. Their feedback is highly important to them. On some occasions, they're making decisions based off of the team members' feedback, and some rare occasions, they're allowing the team members to make decisions within the team environment. It's a wonderful way to lead people. Now, before I continue with this, I have a very important question for all of you. Should the people that work for you like you? That's a yes or a no question. All right, so I got some yeses. I got a few no's in the building. But can I give you guys some perspective on this? If you have to go to work for someone that you don't like because they don't demonstrate the right leadership attributes or qualities, what kind of environment is it for those employees? That's a toxic environment. That's a frustrating environment. That's a very tough environment to work in. How many of you, just we all family here, right? How many of you work for somebody right now you just don't like going to work for? Let's raise your hand. All right, we got a couple. We got a couple. Democratic leadership is a wonderful way to lead because it helps you to establish meaningful relationships with your employees. But Dr. Marcia, you know what I'm going to say. You can't lead that way all the time. Because if you have to get feedback from your employees all the time, if you're making decisions based off your team members' feedback all the time, if you're allowing the team members to make decisions when they want to all the time, you'll find out over a stretched period of time is that work is not getting done. And when team members are in an environment where work is not getting done, you end up with some frustrated and angry folks working for you. Democratic leadership is a wonderful way to lead. But if it's the only way that you lead, you'll have some frustrated people on your team. That leads me to leadership style number 3. It's called free-rein leadership. How many of you have been managing people for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years? Anybody in here? That means that you have some folks that's been working for you for 1, 2, 3, 4 years. They think like you think. They do like you do. They come to work with a positive attitude. They're productive in doing their jobs. They have great relationships with their team members, and therefore you share your authority with those individuals. In other words, you allow them to make decisions within their positions without seeking counsel from you. In other words, you're saying to that employee what? I trust you. That's a motivational factor for an employee. When I was working in corporate America, I used to love working for executives who gave me the autonomy to do my job the way that I wanted because I had demonstrated over a lengthy period of time that I was a professional at getting my job done. It's a wonderful way to lead people. There's a time, there's a place, and there's a situation to demonstrate it. But Dr. Marcia, you know what I'm going to say. You can't lead that way all the time. Because if you're sharing your authority with your employees all the time, well, after a while, it's not sharing anymore now, is it? You are giving your authority away. After a while, your people will no longer look at you as the manager. They'll start to see you as more of a resource. If you lead that way for too long, you become disconnected from your employees. If you continue to lead that way, you become disconnected from your job. And if you continue down that path, you become disconnected from the company because the perception will be is that you're not doing your job. Free-rein leadership is a wonderful way to lead. But if it's the only way that you lead, you'll have some frustrated and angry folks working for you. And that's why everyone that's in this room that's in leadership must practice blended leadership. In other words, you must conform your leadership style to meet the needs of every individual that works for you. And so the question is, why is that necessary? So the question is, why is that necessary? It's because everyone is inherently different. You don't have one person on your team that's the same. Some of the people that work for you, they grew up in a single-parent home. Some of them a two-parent home. Some of them grew up under these set of values versus another set of values. Some of them went to church, some of them didn't. Some of them are spiritual, some of them are not. Some went to public school and some went to private school. Some have their high school diplomas, some don't. Some have their bachelor's degrees, some don't. Some of us grew up in one generation versus another generation. And all I'm trying to say to you is that everyone is inherently different. You must conform your leadership style to meet the needs of every employee that works for you in order to get the best out of every employee. Thank you.